we're going to create our foundational part model. If you look at the structure, it's pretty simple. It has a name, a link to some documentation for all the specs, and then, this is the most important part, it has a BOM attribute. And that's the key. It's a list that's going to hold all of its subparts.
So you might be asking, what exactly goes in that BOM list? That's where our second model comes into play, the BOM item. Think of it like the connector. All it does is link a part, that reusable model we just made, to a specific quantity. It's how we say we need 2 of these wheels or 30 of these spokes.
And actually creating these models in Codex is super straightforward. It's really just a simple 5-step process. You go to your folder, click to add a new model, give it a name, and then you just add the attributes we just talked about. Easy.
Now, stop for a second and pay close attention to this slide, because this pro tip is going to save you a big headache. Because these 2 models refer to each other, you've got this little chicken and egg situation. So you have to create them in a specific order. First, create the part model, but leave that BOM attribute off for now. Then, create the BOM item model. Then, you can go back to your part model and add the BOM attribute.
All right, we've built the tools, we've laid the groundwork. Now for the fun part. Let's see how this all comes together and really put this new system to the test.
So let's put this into practice. We're going to start by creating a brand new item from our part model, and we'll call it City Bike. Simple enough. From there, we can link up its documentation, and of course, start building out its bill of materials by adding all the other parts it needs.
And this is where it gets really, really cool. Our city bike needs a wheel, right? So we add a part called Wheel Urban 1. But here's the thing. That wheel is also an item made from our parts model, which means it can have its own bill of materials, with its own subparts like a hub, a rim, and spokes. This is called nesting, and it means you can have infinite levels of detail.
Now check this out. What if we want to build an electric bike? Well, it needs a wheel, and it needs a seat. We can reuse the exact same part items we already made for the city bike. The only thing we have to create from scratch is a new part for the electric frame. This right here, this is the payoff.
And that brings us to this absolutely crucial point. When you reuse components like this, you get this incredible benefit. No duplication. No inconsistencies. Just clean, reliable, and connected information across your entire project.
So let's just zoom out for a second and recap what this new structure actually unlocks for you. Because this is about way more than just organizing parts. This is about fundamentally changing how you manage complex information. Think about this for a moment. We just laid out a system that can handle anything from a simple bicycle to, a rocket ship. And how many models did we need to build it? Just 2. That is the true power and elegance of this approach.
So here's what you've really gained. You now have a toolkit for creating truly reusable components. This guarantees consistency across the board and creates a single source of truth for every single part. Your data is now structured, it's connected, and it's totally ready to scale with whatever big ideas you have.